Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Las Vegas, home to the UNLV Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Hawaii's offense will go to work first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollack.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. And the Rainbow Warriors lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
On the play. Good enough for a 1st down.
Davis will throw. Makes the grab down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Cruz. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And 1st down for the offense.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. So UNLV's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Back to throw, it's Coleman. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Rebels will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Hand off from the shotgun. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. And the Rainbow Warriors have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The give on the inside. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They go to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? They'll try to pound their way in. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to pass their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Guys, Indiana, Michigan State, they play for the brass spittoon, and let's see if your boy can spit out this update. Michigan State pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in East Lansing. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Coleman. Got his man. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Got him downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Sets up the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. This should be the last play of the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Trying play action. Immediately fires to the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Davis looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on third and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. East Carolina looked dynamic today in a strong victory there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. They did the little things well, they did the big things well, and well, that's how you win games. Always fun.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot off.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got some room to run. At the 30. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Look, a lot of time left, but there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
UNLV 0.
He'll bring it out. It's McGee. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rebels offense is back on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Davis will throw. Finds his man down the middle. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. On target over the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Slings it downfield. Touchdown, Warriors! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Steamrolls his way ahead. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
quickly to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Davis looking to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Coordinator's got to be thrilled with that third down sack. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Off play action. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Davis will throw. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the left side. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Pulls it in. It's Nakua. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to pass. It's Coleman. Dances away to buy time. There he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Got his man in the middle. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
College football becomes more and more every year. More nickel, more dime packages, more speed on the field. So no matter what you do, I got a guy that can go chase down your quarterback in any situation, and you can see it right there. DB came flying in there, gets the first sack of the game.
And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for room. It's Lanning. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Davis looking to pass. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Rebels offense is back on the field. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
Pass interference, offense.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
The give from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? here on third down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
The Rebels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Davis will throw. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Punts it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws for the tight end. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, what a move. Runs through a tackle. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll run play action. Fires complete on the crosser. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They boot it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Davis looking to pass. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on second down. The sure hands, it's Harris. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. They'll send the back in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Soft spot in the middle. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Sticks it in his belly. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll move the wide receiver. They've been running it, but down the pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can do.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the ground. He's got it again. Can't get him to the ground. Breaks into the open. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Makes his man miss. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Now facing a 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. Got room to work. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll heave it deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
And that's a 1st down.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Bringing the heat. He's right downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNLV. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it in there again, scored the touchdown, got the 2. He's doing his part to mount the comeback. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Trying to impose their will with the run. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He's got him. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's on target and complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Fires to the big fella. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horn. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Timeout, UNLV.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. Runs through the tackle. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. And that one's way too far for everybody. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.